Well, great morning. As you can see, we're home. Last night I wanted to do the experiment. Now, it was quite pleasant in the car because it does have that cycling thing, and I tried it, and yeah, very pleasant. But the problem was Mickey McMick was seeing outside, and he was barking and barking and barking and barking nonstop. Now I put a little doggy bed on my seat, the driver's seat as well, but they didn't want to use that, so I can eliminate that out of there. They wanted to just stay in their car seat together, so that's fine. Then I found out if I put the driver's seat all the way forward, I can actually put the toilet in the car. Yeah, the regular little toilet that I have. So I can actually have that in the car for use at night. How about that? Believe it or not. So later I will show you the setup, how I have everything set up in there. And we're going to go out, I think, today. I'm going to put some stuff in the ice chest, and we'll go out and give it a try and see how it is. Again, now I did order the covers for the windows, and I do have special covers for the front and the back, which I'll show you as well, how that sets up. Yeah, so all well and good. Now I'm going to see if with the Outback, if I put the seat all the way up, if I've got room to put the toilet in there as well. We'll see. Now the difference between the two, I've been thinking about perhaps trading in the Outback, which is my, my off-road vehicle, for a Prius, okay? And the reason I'm thinking about doing that is I would like to take some of the longer journeys to different places and not have to pay the gas so much. And then it's got the added feature, like does my Camry, the hybrid, that you can keep the engine running all night and keep the climate control in there, which is such a big, bonus. And you can set it up where you can actually cook in the vehicle. So it's something I'm toying with, but we'll see. Because with the, now, people have asked me, well, what happened? Somebody asked me today, well, what happened to your RV, your beautiful, I have it, but I get 15 miles per gallon with that. And while it's wonderful and comfortable and, you have everything there, your refrigerator, everything, it just, the gas kills you if you're, if you're wanting to go somewhere, So, that's why I'm looking at other options as well. To try to figure out the best option, because I would like to take other trips. And then the springtime, I'm going to go up and visit my daughter. Now I had just talked with my daughter the night before last. And she just got laid off. She worked for that company for 6 years. And the company before that, she worked for it was 15 years, 16 years, and got laid off for the same reason. Not that she had bad performance. She's got really good performance, good attitude, but they got rid of the downsizing of the company. And what she does is she works with the computer programs and stuff, and there's a tester to make sure that everything works right. You know, all the flaws, looks to find any flaws with the programs, etc. So the company downsized. Now, this one I don't get. They have to have an app ready by February, and there were only 2 testers, her and her boss. And so they said they're going to eliminate that that job. But how, she said they're like behind, they got like 25 segments of it that have to be tested. And they were stressing. She says, I'm kind of glad I got laid off because we were really stressing to get this done. Now they've got 1 person that's supposed to get all this done by February. There's no way. And anyway, she said some of the choices the company's been making lately, she doesn't see as viable. So yeah, she's not stressing about being laid off because she's already had people looking at her and talking about her resume, etc. So she'll get another job without a problem. You know, both of my kids work in the thing. I just found out my son, now he was the goat herder. He's quitting goat herding, you know, and he was working before. Why did he become a goat herder? He was working, when he was in the military, he worked on the president's phone line, the security for the president's phone line. Okay, so very high clearance with that. And then when he quit, when he got out of the military, he went to work for Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland, and he was the software architect, which I don't really understand. I've tried to understand what the heck software architect is. I guess somebody that sees if all these things can work together, I don't get it. But anyway, that's what he was doing. He got tired of the rat race, he said, and he left. He moved up next to the Canadian border in Washington, bought a little farm. But, you know, the farm is not going to pay the bills, and you got no time. If you've got animals, farm animals, you have to be there. You can't take vacations. You can't, you know, you're really isolated in that. So it looks like he's finally said, well, okay, I've had enough of that experience. And so now he's working for Hard Rock Cafe with I guess they have casino parts and stuff, and he works doing some computer whatevers with that. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I know he's working with Hard Rock Cafe, so he'll probably move to Texas, which I could see him doing that because he's a Trumpite. Yeah. How could a kid that smart be so dumb when it comes to, you know, these types of things? Very intelligent when it comes to computers and this and that and those things. But when it comes to judgment, I hate to say it. Yeah, he was a big Trump. I hope he's woke up out of that. So he hasn't talked to me, and you know, for a number of years because he's a Trumpite. I don't know what to say about that. I think a lot of our families have one of those. Okay, we go, you know, what is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. So anyway, that's what's going on with my kids. Her husband, my daughter's husband's very supportive, and he goes, but I know you're going to get bored so quickly not working. And she goes, yeah, you know me. And so she's going to wait till after the holidays. And there's a company that she'd really like to work for. and she's going to see if not, there's a company she worked for in Seattle that, like I said, she was there for like 15 years, 16 years, when they downsized. And so she still stays in contact with people working there. So she may work there again. And then there's another company that's been eyeing her. And if they have a position that opens up, they want her. So again, I'm not worried about her. She'll come out with another job pretty soon. But yeah, she said, yeah, I will. I'll get bored. She likes to be active. Okay. So I told them that I'll come up and visit them in spring because, the weather and stuff. We don't know what's going to happen this winter. She says they're supposed to have a mild winter up there. I said, but I have to go through Colorado, etc. She goes, yeah, that's right. So better wait until spring. So springtime, I'll go up and hang with her and her husband. I'm really looking forward to really spending time and getting to know him. He's like I said, he's such a sweet guy, and they get along so well together that I'm really looking forward to spending time and meeting him. But this next year, she said they have a lot of touring dates, his band, and so his band is Stabbing Westward. They had a real popular hit. I Can't Save You, and I really like that song. When I heard it, that's a very cool song. I like that. Now, their type of music is not really my type of music, but that song I really do like. It's a great thing. It's I cannot save you. I can't even save myself. I like that. I just, I have to, when I hear that one, I'm like, yeah. And I think a lot of people look for that in a relationship. They look for somebody else to save them. And it's like, forget it. I have trouble with myself. How am I going to take care of you and save you? So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Now his kids came up, and one brought her partner, and they had their Thanksgiving the other day. They celebrated like a Thanksgiving together, which was lovely. It's very nice to hear that they did that. And then I guess for Thanksgiving they're going to Disney World again. They already planned it. So that's where they're going. And then they're going to Seattle to visit with their long-term friends. And unfortunately, he's a vegan and has cancer, colon cancer. Yeah. And I told her that's the worst thing he can do is be vegan. And, so anyway, wishing him the best. I didn't say anything to him about carnivore because I know he is just really a die-hard vegan. So, yeah. But I did talk to my daughter about being carnivore and the things it's changing in my life so far. And so I'm hanging in with that. So anyway, that's what's going on here. I do like my little outback, but there is no way to keep warm in there, in the this upcoming really cold weather. And I do love the hybrids. They are, they're really wonderful vehicles. So anyway, that's what I'm kind of looking at. Perhaps if I can find a good used Prius, I can trade in the Outback and get the Prius, so that I could set up where I can cook inside and do all of that and have a smaller vehicle for longer, maybe other types of traveling. So we'll see. They also will handle better in the snow than the van will. Okay, they're a front-wheel drive vehicle, so they do handle snow and things better than does the van, which is rear wheel. Okay, so we'll see. Anyway, we're going to go out today and give that a shot and just see how that's going to work. And that's that. You know, it's good to have options with things. And so this is just another option to have for traveling if I want to go some places, like maybe go to some ghost towns and go to, I'm not sure where all I want to go yet. But I do like to have options. And like I said, I love my Gypsy Vardo van. But the gas prices and filling that tank, it's at least $100 every day in gas. Yeah. So that adds up very, very quickly, Now, if I do a long-term thing and I'm staying someplace for a week at a time, then that could be workable, okay? But if you're like me and you spend one day in someplace and then you want to go someplace else, the gas will kill you. So that's why I'm looking at other options as well to see what's viable, what's not. So that's what's happening here. And why I was out in the Camry last night, which after 2-3 hours in Mr. Mickey's endless barking, because he could see everything reflected in the, in the things, and I didn't have window coverings. So if I have window coverings, that will eliminate that. And they are on order. So it's coming in a couple of days. So we'll try that and see how that works. And we'll go from there. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I've got to go cut up some meat. I've got to get the ice, get things packed up in the little ice chest. And I've got a couple more things I have to go pick up out of the van. And then maybe we're going to take off for the day and give it a shot and see how it goes. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online. Never a dull moment.